is a first. Never tried this. YouTube live. So bear with me. Gonna try this out. It is 7:26 p.m. Eastern time. And so we are getting ready for Survivor coming up in about 34 minutes here. So chat, if you're there, say hello, because I've never done this before. Would love to hear from you if you're out there. People say that this is a new format to try here on YouTube. And I thought, what a great way to kick off tonight's Survivor festivities. Is this going to be the night that Yanu and Banu are going to be able to turn it around? We had last week the medical evacuation. Yes, hello, the chat is here. Garrett, Gray, Corey, yes, you're here. Thank you. Okay, whoa. I was getting worried for a second that nobody's there. Hi, Kelly. Hello, everybody. So I've never done a YouTube live before, like Instagram live, like all these other live channels. So I figured let's give it a shot. We'll take some questions. Do we have early access to the episodes? I mean, you pretty much get everything as soon as we do them. Hey, Patty. Hey, everybody. We got this. What's good? Yes. Hello, Melissa. Anyway, so tonight's episode, we've got maybe the chance. I had thought after last week, coming into last week's episode, I really thought that we were going to see, when Yanu was going to tribal council, I said, okay, we're getting finally a tribe swap. I really thought we were getting a tribe swap coming into this week. We did not. It does not look like we're getting a tribe swap coming into this week. I really feel like tonight, this has to be the night that Yanu turns it around. I feel like that this is, all right, they've been through all this. They prayed. They got their miracle. Michael says, I look very slow on 1x speed. Hi, Sarah Cupcakes. And this has to be the night that they turn it around, right? Right? Is this the night that we see Nami go to tribal council? Like, could this be Venus's night after Randon went out? I got to think that's going to be the case. I feel like maybe this is where the night of, okay, we got the miracle. Some bot wants to know, Rob, do you like orange juice? It's fine. I think it's fine. Okay. I think this is the new Yanu, new Banu coming into tonight. This has to be the night where they turn it around. Taryn and I made a video earlier today. I do like coffee. We talked about the new Mr. Beast reality show. Wanted to try something new, to do some reality TV news on RHAP. People want to know about apple juice. Is there a lot of juice talk? I'm not a big juice guy. I think I would prefer orange over apple, but they're both fine. I think as a grown adult, I don't do a lot of juice. It's a rebuilding episode. It might be. Can we get a Banu cry counter going? I did ask the social media team, could we make a Banu crying fan cam? I thought that would be fun, but I was worried it was going to be too mean. Gray, I like the reality news video. Thank you, Gray. Appreciate it. Justice for the juice. I didn't know there were so many juice fans. Sue's God says, I think Tim goes home. I'd be surprised to see Tim go home. Drink if Banu cries. People are saying over and over, under 6.5 cries from Banu. I think it's hard to separate the Banu cries. Kelly says that Banu rickrolled us. He deserves this. You know, he did say that he was not an actor. And then we found his IMDb page. I just thought it was odd that he said, I'm not an actor. I mean, I can't imagine the scenario where I go on Survivor and I'll be like, I'm not a podcaster. But that is his job. So I thought that was odd. So Lisa says, shut up. I hope She's saying like, shut up, get out. Hope she's not anti-Rob. Andy says, Rob, if Nami loses the immunity challenge tonight, will it be because they're genuinely beaten by Yanu, or because they're getting antsy and decide to throw it? Yeah, I think a challenge throw is on the table. Alexander says, Banu's sweater is still out of stock, just in case you know. Yeah, that is a nice sweater. I really do like the Banu sweater. The Rickroll reveal was hilarious. Banu is a mystery wrapped in a riddle. Who knew? I think that really was Rick Astley. I thought that was an impersonator. Did I hear Karishma's take on Banu's perspective? I thought it was so good. No, I did not. I know she was on Why Blank Lost. I did not catch that yet. Thomas is feeling like Charlie could be a winner. Do we get a trip to the Sanctuary tonight? I don't think have we ever gone pre-merge to the Sanctuary? I feel like Sanctuary is kind of a post-merge thing. Garrett says, we haven't talked enough about Banu's Be Kind shirt. Yep. That's I haven't seen anybody like posting the link for where to buy it. Mason says, who do you want to see more of tonight? Basically anybody from the other tribes. We've gotten so much Yanu in 3 episodes. I think we gotta like start to meet the other people. Okay? Alexandra says, Banu did not know who Philip was. That's why he was not offended. he had not watched that season. He says he loved Kagian and he loved Spencer. I don't know. That was when he started watching. I don't know if he ever went backwards before season 28. Sean's top 5. Rob, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Ethan says, I think Venus is out tonight. Nedward says, I like the Mr. Beast video today. I love the Mr. Beast video today, even. Yep, that was Taryn's idea. Taryn's a smart guy. He's got a lot of good instincts. So, I thought that was smart. He called me yesterday and said, I think we should do this. I said, I think that's a great idea. He doesn't just know the Big Brother live feeds. How do you start watching at season 28 and get upset that you were voted out? I mean, I don't know if you need to necessarily. I mean, season 28 is a long time ago. That's 10 years ago. There's been, what are we on? That's 17 seasons? Like, you know, people that went on Survivor Tocantins, they only had 17 seasons before to watch. Do you think the Beware Advantage will be the same spot where Randon found it? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what we're going to do. I think that the previous history that I thought of was in Survivor 41, I think Brad got voted out with the Beware Advantage, and then they re-hit it. So I do think that there might be a re-hidden immunity idol at the Nami tribe. Alexander wants a rank of sweaters on Survivor. I think that sounds like a Mike Bloom podcast. Andy says Earl hadn't even seen the show and played on 1 day's notice. Yeah. Well, a really good player from Australian Survivor this season. I read on Reddit today that Kirby had not really ever seen the show before. So I think you could be horrible at the game and see it every single season, and you could be really good at Survivor and have not seen that much Survivor. So I don't think that necessarily you need to have seen everything. Eric says the B&B was so good with the medevac this weekend. I did listen to that with Kevin Jacobs. Fun bracket for March Madness. I think no more Beware Advantage on that beach. In 41, they had to add it back because of the cross-tribe mechanic. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Jeez, Team Pooh. Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of Australian survivors, they're a good place to jump into that version of the show. Really interested, but a little overwhelmed by how many episodes each season has. So for Australian Survivor, I think there's good seasons and there's bad seasons. I think that's really what you want. I think jump into any of the good seasons. I think that's good. So I got a question. Do you have a standing desk? So I have two different desks in this room. Okay, so this is my podcast desk over here. Okay, so This is where I stand or I actually sit. So I sit for almost any podcast that's on video, I sit for. And so I'm sitting over here in my studio, and I have this screen is where I'm looking at people, and then I have this camera that's in front of me. So yeah, that's basically where I am. But then I have this other desk over here, and this desk does go up and down. Like I have so it's mostly I mostly am sitting at this desk, but it can go up. So but that's basically my work desk, and then over here, this is where the magic happens. Podcast setup over here. Got Marianne coming on the podcast tonight. Be back at 9:45 for the podcast. Quinn wants to say, can these pre-show lives become a tradition? That's up to you guys. I mean, if if people are liking this, sure, why not? Yeah, I do have Entertainment 720 notices. I do have shirts over here. I do have like this is not my entire closet, but I do have a lot of my clothes over here that I can just basically, a lot of times I'll just be wearing like a t-shirt during the day, and then we'll slip into, okay, I got to do a podcast, try to look somewhat professional. So go ahead and throw one of my shirts on. Jeff says, beats watching Entertainment Tonight before the show. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Like the Mouse 420 says, this is us telling you we like this. Okay. I mean, I think this could be a tradition. Yeah, looking quite drippy, Rob. Okay. I don't think I've ever been called drippy. And Gray says, you're like Mr. Rod. I mean, that is a very big influence in my life. So, yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily come into this room and then tie my shoes and then put on a shirt. It's more like, quick, I need a shirt. And then go ahead. Wow, Joey, please. I'm gonna not be able to continue the stream. But then I have like most of my clothes are downstairs, and then really half the stuff is up here. That's basically how it works. We'll see. I'm not sure if this is what I'll wear for the live show with Marianne tonight. Light is good. New closer angle for us. Okay. So this is a closer angle, or what I'm doing on the podcast is a closer angle? Bring back the flannels. Jacob, it gets hot up here. Who are my kids rooting for? My younger son doesn't really pay attention to Survivor. He's like, he really is, he falls asleep. It's not his thing. On my older son, Dominic, that he said he's rooting for Tiffany was his favorite. Do I have any Wednesday pregame rituals? So really the rest of my family has a ritual. They're out, and they usually come home with like a pizza at around 7:45. That's sort of like their ritual. And then I will then, during Survivor, I will eat whatever pizza crust doesn't get eaten. I already ate dinner. I'm ready to go. A lot of times I'm like scrambling to like take a shower during this time, but I did that earlier today. Joey said, Rob, you've been hinting at it for a few weeks now. Is the Wandoff ready to return? That's very astute of you, Joey. I didn't really think that I was hinting that much about a Wandoff return. That was a very astute observation on your part. Jean says, we want Wandoff. Yeah, thank you, Melissa. Sometimes I'll have a slice of the pizza, but I typically will make my own dinner, and then maybe I'll eat a whole slice of the pizza when they bring it home. But usually I'll just end up like my kids, like the slice of pizza, they'll eat like 3 bites and then they're on to the next one. I'm like, we waste so much pizza. So I can't throw it out. All right. No merge. Marsh is saying, do we have any pre-episode predictions of who's going home? Yeah, we can't. We're not going to merge. It's only the 4th episode. Nolan, pre-game show. I love it. What's up, Ron? Hi, Nolan. Nolan's taking a break. Nolan has been listening to all of RHAP. How's the pizza in North Carolina? It's not bad. Not bad. Especially since, let me see. I could start a poll. Let me see. Ask your community yes or no. Okay. I guess I could ask who's going home, but I would have to like stop and type. Okay, let's see. How about this? I'll do the poll real quick. Will Banu cry tonight? Okay. Yes. No. Okay. All right, start the poll. All right. We just posted a poll. Will Banu cry tonight? You can vote. Okay. I had heard a lot about this. This was pretty good engagement. We got like 300 people here. All right. Can I see the results of the poll? Okay. Wow. All right. People are voting. I'll give it a minute before I announce the results of the poll. So, yeah, I could share this. I could comment, live chat. I could see super chat, live chat, top chat. Okay. Lisa says this is great. Yeah, I want to do more stuff like this. You could also bring in another person. Like we could talk to Chappelle on his YouTube channel. Please come back to Canada, Jasmine. I might be up in Canada for a night soon, but I'm not a show. I don't have another podcast scheduled. The only podcast I have out of town is in Chicago. If Yanu goes, Kenzie. If Sika goes, Tim. If Nami goes, Venus. That's my guess. Bring in Hannah Rose. We had Hannah Rose on the other day. We talked to her on Club Condo. Okay, Kate, so happy. Kate, I'm so happy you found this too. Sandy loves this. Okay. Do you think that Soda's lost shoes will ever be found? I don't think so, because I think that they would have made it in the episode. Poor Soda. Tevin lost her shoes in a secret scene. And then they lost the scene. So, that poor Soda. Okay. Poll. Will Banu cry tonight? 166 votes. 91% of people said that Banu will cry. I saw that Sandra got 3,000 followers from our interview on the Traders. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think she was saying maybe 100. She was hoping to get 100. If she got 3,000 out of this, not bad. She can send a thank you card anytime. Yeah, Soda's shoes. Gonna go to Ghost Island to come back. Yeah, Tevin said to Liz in a commercial, he brought up Soda's name. He said in a commercial, Soda has got to go to, I would say, not the best wordplay ever. A little bit of a reach. Name a car. Hyundai. Sandra was live with Mama Fee. So funny. Well, it sounds like that Sandra is maybe trying to get in Big Brother. And she was live with Bergie, not Bergalicious. Okay. Let's see. Maybe Bonnie will do some more acting tonight. Maybe he's never going to give you up. He's never going to say goodbye. Waiting for Soda's missing shoes to start tweeting. But once upon a time, that would have been an account. Soda is so done. Oh my God. I mean, that would actually be better than what Tevin said. I'm thinking we'll see Vegas a lot tonight. I mean, I think that's Kelly. I think they auto-corrected Venus. Would love to see me and Taryn on the Traders. That's pretty good. He's not an actor. Don't get it twisted about Banu. Can we talk about how everyone's sleeping on Liz? I've been the leader of the Liz bandwagon. People said, "Oh, all she does is talk about money." I said, what if she's doing it on purpose? I think Liz has been good so far. Are there any reasons you should just not go on? I think there's a million reasons not to go on Survivor. I mean, you have to really want to go on Survivor to go on Survivor. I mean, Survivor, even with 26 days, it's hard. It's a real disruption to your life. There's a lot of people that they go and it's a great experience, but there are people that they go and you don't, and you have to give up a lot. I mean, you basically put your life on hold for like a year to go on Survivor, and you could be the first person out of the game, and you're like in a holding pattern for a really long time. So there's a ton of reasons not to do Survivor. And it's, there's a lot of variance. You have to like be okay with the outcome no matter what, because you could be playing a great game and then just somebody's like, this person's too much of a threat. They've got to go. So there's a lot of reasons to do it, but also many, many reasons not to do it. Parker said, enjoyed the breaking news update about Mr. Beast's new reality show. Yeah, I thought that was a fun idea today. I hope that we can do more stuff like that in the future. I just feel like that, RHAP, I'm really trying to, work on just like the overall network right now. And I think that we should be like the ESPN of reality TV. And when big stuff is happening, like we got to talk about it. So it wasn't necessarily like breaking news, but Taryn made like a really good point of like, hey, we should talk about that. And honestly, I think that the Mr. Beast show is going to do great. I don't see how it's going to fail, because Mr. Beast is a maniac, and he really studies everything that he's not vibing. And I feel like a lot of these other shows, like the hosts and the creators, are sort of like, that's what people like. Yeah, sure. Just trust me, I got this. I've been doing this for a long time. That's not Mr. Beast. Everything he does is because the numbers and the audience tells him that that's what they should be doing. So I think it's going to be really, really good. Yeah. Thundercat says, I love it. You're keeping us on our toes. We keep showing up. I got to. We gotta stay on our toes. Okay. Yes. Jasmine says ESPN of reality TV is exactly how I would describe RJP. Yeah. Yeah. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of things that we cover, and we try to keep track of it. So many kids will beg their parents for Prime accounts. Yeah. I mean, my kids will watch it. They're crazy about Mr. Beast. Okay. Jackie says, Rob, wanted to say that you and the group of people that you have hosting your podcast are very kind, insightful, and funny. I watch shows that I never watched because of RHAP. Thank you. Jackie, not everybody would thank us for that. A lot of people would be, why did you make me watch Deal or No Deal Island? Why'd you make me watch, what was Buddy Games? But I appreciate it. No, in all seriousness, thank you. Do I feel proud of all of these accomplishments? Well, I'm very proud of the work that we've done so far, but I feel like there's a lot more work to do. I love to do it. And all right, Dad, if I knew how to ban people on this, consider yourself banned, okay? I didn't know I was going to need a moderator here. But in all seriousness, we have, this is so fun what we get to do. And there's so many great people. All right, Thad, come on. Let me see if I can do this. All right, put user, what should I do? Remove, report, or hide user. Let's start with a report, okay? How about that? Let's see. Hate speech. You're done. That's it. Get out of here. After I'm trying to say nice things. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The tribe has spoken. Okay. Sorry for you. Yeah. I mean, yeah, usually it would be very hard to like moderate this and then also be talking. Go to YouTube jail, sir. All right? Do not pass go. Please. Anybody else feeling lucky tonight? Yeah. CJ is asking my hiring. The things that I'm looking for right now are freelance video editors, I think is the biggest thing that we're looking for right now. Got a lot of like stuff, and like I'm very focused on YouTube right now in terms of the, like I feel like what we're doing on the podcast is great, and I feel like that we could be doing a lot more in the YouTube space. And so I really want to try to focus a lot more on like our video efforts. So I think that video is like the place that I probably would be like looking to find some more freelancers. Okay? All I think about is Survivor AU. Don't forget to hire an AI RHAP to save my vocal cords. Yeah. I mean, if there could be, Abigail, email me, rob@robasawebsite.com. Okay? Look, the people on YouTube, this is like the best place to look. Kate Middleton, I think, is an amateur image editor. Jelly Banana says, do you play video games? I really don't play that many video games. My boys, they love video games. And my older son loves Fortnite. But he loses his mind with it. We have to we can't let him play it that much. They play Roblox. My older son loves Madden. I'm giving Candy Crush. Yeah. I'll play Madden with Dominic. Jackson wasn't, where am I from? I'm from New York originally. And then I lived in Los Angeles for 15 years. And now I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. Will Jeff ever bring a Survivor AU cast to US season? I don't think so. Jeff has said that they do not watch any international Survivor. So that they are very much I think that they do really look down their nose at the international Survivor formats, which I don't think that they should. I think that they should look to it. Like I can understand when they say like, look, we're here, like we're the OG, we're the GOAT, like, and like the resume speaks for itself, but like, look, I think that everybody could be, trying to look at ways to get better. So I think that it wouldn't kill them to look at the Australian Survivor. Okay. There was a pic of Jeff and JLP together on Instagram last summer. Yeah, I do think that Jeff had some input on Jonathan LaPaglia, like as a host, but they say that they don't look at it. Maybe he's like, maybe he really does. Okay. Jackie wants to, do I accept any volunteer? I guess it depends on what you're volunteering to do. JLP lives in LA. Yeah. Well, thank you, Luke. Appreciate it. Okay. All right. How are we doing on time? We got a couple minutes to go. All right. I think I'm going to head downstairs and start to get ready, start working on some of that pizza crust, get set up to tweet about the episode. Okay. But this was awesome. I'm really glad I did this. I'm going to try to do this more in the future. I can't promise every week, but let's do this again. And maybe it doesn't even have to be right before Survivor. Okay. All right, so enjoy the show. Hey, Matt Cerrone. And then I'll be back with Marianne at 9:45, okay? All right, thanks a lot, everybody.